Hi, my name is Jude. This is my great-grandma, Frieda. She is 89 years old, and here's what she did in school.
Well, I went to one room schoolhouse. We only had one room. All students that were in the same room. But we didn't all do it all at one time because some were in first grade, some were in the second. But there were 5 in my class. I think there was about 11 people in the room.
So, Grandma, what was your recess like at school?
Well, we did a lot of running around because we had to sit quietly at school. So when we got outside, we had a lot of energy to get rid of. So we did a lot of running around, playing tag and ball. We had a ball. We played ball. And what did you do?
Well, what I did was I played ball like you, and we had a lot of energy stored in too, but there's a rule: no running on the playground.
Oh, you couldn't run, huh? Oh,
yeah,
well, we got to run a lot. Oh, okay. Well.
And so we can play, but on the field we can run only when we're playing soccer and basketball.
Oh, I see.
On the playground, basketball, and on the field, soccer. Now, what was the discipline like at your school?
Well, some of the students had to stand in the corner. We had to look into the corner because we couldn't look behind us, because then everybody would start laughing or something. But we had to sit in the corner until the teacher told us we could leave. What do you do?
Well, sometimes I have to go back to my seat, my desk. Sometimes I have to go in the office to take a break, depending on how bad what I did was.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
So, how are things written in your school?
We had pencils and papers, just like
I had that too.
Yeah, right. But we had chalkboards. They were what we call the blackboards, and we had to use chalk to write on them, and we had to use what they call the Palmer method to learn how to write. We'd have to go up like this, Carter. Look, Jude, up and down like this, and around and like that. So we'd use our whole arm to write instead of just like a wrist like that. We're supposed to make prettier letters that way. We had done that a lot of times.
Oh, so what I did was, I had pencils and paper, but like you, but instead of the chalkboard, and which is what you call the blackboard, I used whiteboards and whiteboard markers.
Oh, I see.
How did you learn in your school?
See, there was only in my grade we only had 5 students, and when the teacher wanted to talk to us, we had to go up front. It was in the bench, and all the other kids had to stay at their seats and do their homework. And then when we were finished, then we got back to our seats, and then they called their class, and they went up there. So we did, and so we had, when we were in the back, we had to be quiet because that would do our homework. Because we couldn't listen to the teacher because her name. Oh, by the way, her name was Mrs. Crabtree, and I only had 5 kids in my class.
Well, in my class, I have 22 kids, and back in the other class I had 21 kids. There's supposed to be 20, but a new kid joined in, so. And when we were I sat in the carpet when we were doing with the teacher, when we were working with the teacher, and in my desk when we were, working by ourselves when the teacher gave us something to do. But we did our homework at home.
Oh, I see. We didn't have homework at home. We did our homework at school. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.